Hi, welcome to Taylor Studios Facebook Live. Today we have Savannah Everett, a graphic designer here. We're so excited to have her. And so, Savannah, why did you choose to work here?
I think I chose to work here because what we do here is so unique. And every single day or every single project is something new. So there's always something exciting going on here, and you get a diverse range of work, which is really nice.
Yeah, you learn something new in all the projects, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And so, like, with all that diversity in your projects and the subject matter, what's the strangest thing you've had happen here?
Well, probably for the Purina project, I had to source a lot of pictures of animal poop. Actually, for like quite a few projects too. I think maybe one out in Santa Clara. I never pictured that
as part of your job.
As part of my job,
Yeah.
but I have to source a lot of like random photos of
we have a poop
very
theme.
Weird things. So
yeah, yeah, because we had the trash job, didn't you say? You
yeah,
had to find...
in Hendricks County, a job in Indiana was for a waste management facility, and so I had to like find all these pictures, like pretty pictures of garbage and.
Right.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
Yeah, the things we have to research get pretty unique at times. Yeah, and I kind of forgot to ask you, like, what is your background? What training did you come into Taylor Studios with?
Yeah, so I got my degree in visual communications. So I learned graphic design, and then right after graduating, I worked for like a couple months at the journalism school at Mizzou for a health communications research center. So all of that work was centered around like public health campaigns. So I did a lot of like email marketing for them and updating their like social media sites. What I learned is a lot of public health organizations really have a lot of room for growth in their marketing and really focus on that. So I learned a lot about
marketing and public health.
Yeah, and public health too. Yeah.
Yeah. So. And what do you think, now that you've worked here for a while, like how long have you been here?
I've been here about 2.5 years.
2.5 years. What do you think, what advice would you give people that wanted to work in our industry or for us? Like what skill sets or what should they be aware of? Maybe what were you surprised about after working here?
Yeah, I guess I would say just in general, like learning how to talk to people, and a lot of our job is collaboration, where I feel like maybe in school, you know, that you do a lot of projects solo.
Yeah.
And then coming really, I think, into a lot of jobs, but especially at Taylor Studios, everything we do is collaborating with our client, or, you know, I'm collaborating with the interpreter to get the copy, or how my graphics will fit into the space that the exhibit designer has designed, and then making sure out at Fab that my graphics will fit into what they've built. So it's all a lot of collaboration and learning how to work with people that have very different skill sets than you do.
Right, yeah, it's just, it takes a team, for sure, you know, with our clients and internally. But I would say that skill set applies to everybody. In my newsletter that we just sent out this week, I talked about Dan Pink's book, Everyone is in Sales. And he basically says you have to know how to influence people and have those face-to-face conversations. So that's a really good point.
Yeah, and learning how to kind of sell yourself too, of when you think, you know, you have a really strong concept for something, whether it's for a client or internally, you know, learning how to present yourself and your idea confidently too.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's a really, really good point, a really crucial skill. Is there anything else that you would encourage people or you found interesting?
I would just say to always keep doing things like creative things just for fun, because sometimes like the everyday tasks can maybe feel mundane, but it's always good to exercise your brain kind of and just do a project just because you're interested in it, you know, or practicing your drawing on the side and drawing things you really are interested in, or if you want to learn a software program, go out and learn it just because you want to. So keep that creative juices flowing at home yourself with your own projects. Yeah, it makes total sense. Yeah, pretty cool. What are you working on now? Currently I'm working on a project in North Dakota. It's about these giant dinosaur bones that were found. It's actually a mummified dinosaur. It's a very rare and very exciting discovery. And so we're building a little exhibit medium-sized exhibit around those bones. And so that's been really fun to learn about.
Yeah, it's a great find they have. It's really exciting.
Yeah, and we've worked with them a lot, and they're very nice clients. So, and then I'm actually just wrapping up. The Mahaska County Conservation Board is building a learning center, and so those graphics they're printing right now, and they should be in like a week or two. So
nice.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah. And I would say one thing that Savannah has really brought to Taylor Studios is often when we go to this printing, there's typos or stuff. And we actually used to quantify how many reprints we had. Like we would get to the shop floor and we'd find a typo. And she has really reduced the amount of reprints we have. So she's very detail oriented, which has been a great skill set to bring into the graphic design realm at Taylor Studios. So we're really appreciative of that. Yeah. And so now you'll get to see those on the floor. Let's hope that it all went well. I mean, it's funny because everybody proofreads those over and over again. The client proofreads them. We proofread them, but
there's always something will slip by. You hope not, but that's probably another skill too. That is something I think is really important for graphic designers to have, is to be detail oriented.
Yeah.
And
I mean, and I assume you have to create a whole schedule. So, listing those out in a structured way to make them effective for collaboration, and how you structure even that document.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Is really detail oriented. So, and I think it's important for the success of the project, that you do that. So that's a detail oriented skill. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it goes along with collaboration because other people are going to be reading that document and have to know what they need to do.
Yeah, and it kind of goes back to something we say around here a lot, is like we're very much a combination of art and business.
Yeah.
So I feel like every position sees that a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm graphic design, but I have, these Excel documents I have to keep up with. And so it is very much creative minded and
process oriented.
It's kind of like a mix of both.
But I think that's what brings success, is that we manage that mix, I think, pretty well. So if we didn't have that process, communication might slip with our clients, or it might slip with fab, or it might slip with reprints. Yeah. So what's the favorite project you've worked on here?
I really liked Beaver Lake Nature Center. I really liked those graphics. They were kind of fun and whimsical, and I just thought I really liked the end result. And the client was really happy, and so I was very pleased with that project. And I also liked the Illinois Governor's Mansion Visitor Center. Yeah. I really just enjoyed going to Springfield, and we got to see a lot of like Lincoln's home and Lincoln's tomb, and I'm not from Illinois, so it was like my first time seeing all that.
You've got to know Lincoln if you live here.
Yeah. So it was very interesting. I feel like I learned a lot about Illinois and Illinois' history, and so it was very, very interesting.
Pretty cool part of our job. Just like you said earlier, it's that diversity. So you learned about Lincoln, now you're learning about mummified dinosaurs. Yeah. You learned about the nature of Beaver Creek.
Yeah, it was Beaver Lake.
Beaver Lake, I'm sorry.
I think I've learned more about watersheds than I ever thought I would.
Well, everybody lives in a watershed.
Yeah, we do a lot of work with like learning about and helping people learn about the different like habitats and different environments, and so learned a lot about that.
Yeah, we do that often. Talk about the watershed and how they're different in different areas. So that's pretty cool. Well, I think this has been really helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it, to hear another trade at Taylor Studios and what it takes to be a great graphic designer here or in our industry. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.